What is going on, everybody? Crisis Diamago here, coming at you live and in person. I am with the one and only, the very great Dr. 420 Elite.
What's up? We're all chilling, hot as shit in Mount Union, Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, rocking it out, Central PA, living it up, super hot style. The gameplay you guys are going to be watching in this commentary here is me on Mirage. I'll be using the AN94 suppressed with extended mag. And if you guys saw my earlier video from this week, I put it up Monday, I believe it was, talking about basically what I'm going to be doing here. I'm doing a weekly series type thing. I just got in with the Smosh Game Alliance, so I'm going to be featured on their channel, get my channel some views, get my channel some growth. So I'm going to be starting a weekly series for all my subscribers and viewers out there. And basically it's going to be talking about things, just different random things. And from the YouTube community, what I would like to see is just you guys throwing in the comments down below what you would like to see us talk about. It's the internet. Nothing's off limits on the internet. And right now, we decided our first topic to be the zombie apocalypse. Because, I mean, let's face it. Right now, zombies is pretty much the hottest thing out there right now. Yeah. I mean, when you got Brad Pitt making a zombie movie, like, seriously. I mean, you know, you got The Walking Dead, which everybody just seems to have fallen in love with. And, you know, I'm a fan of the show as well. I've been a fan since episode 1 of that show. So basically, we just decided, you know, we're going to talk about if the zombie apocalypse ever would happen, which we all know it's not that feasible. You know, there's really no chance of it ever happening. But it is fun to just sit back and imagine what it would be like. So we're going to talk about who we would take with us, what our in-game strategy would be, what kind of things we would carry around with us, you know, as far as weapons and supplies and things like that. So I think I'm going to hand it over to Dr. 420 Elite. First things first, who would you take with you?
Solo. I would go solo. No, I ain't risking it. I ain't even taking anybody with me. I would go straight up by myself.
The only problem I see with that is, like, you know, as far as, like, you'll be real limited to what you can carry. Like, because you won't have that group aspect. But, like, why would you go solo? Like, what's the purpose of that there?
I wouldn't want somebody changing on me. I really wouldn't. I mean, I could say I would take my girl, but she'd probably end up getting shot within probably, like, as soon as the zombie apocalypse happened.
Well, see, I'm kind of with you on that, because, like, I don't think I'd want to be with anybody I cared about.
Yeah, for the you might have to put them down.
Yeah, for the simple fact that I like to think of myself as a pretty intellectual person, and I like to think more with my head than my emotion, but if my mother got bit, you know, there's going to be that split second of where emotion takes over, and it's the split seconds that kill people in apocalyptic situations. And plus, I don't think I'd want my loved ones to see, like, the kind of person the apocalypse would turn me into, because I'm gonna be like the most fierce, badass dude out there. I mean, I'm gonna do whatever. I will cut someone's throat in order to survive, and I really don't want, like, my mom or my sister to, you know, see me in that type of light. You know what I mean?
Understandable.
So, I mean, I wouldn't go solo though. I would have a couple people with me, strictly because of what my end-game strategy is. But we'll get into that a little bit later. I would bring some type of military personnel, preferably a pilot, because my in-game strategy is going to involve, like, a helicopter. So, like, I'd want somebody who's very mechanical know-how, who can fly that machine, who can operate pretty much any type of heavy machinery, and also has access to, like, just plethora of weapons. I would say doctor, but because I have a medical background, like, I don't think I would really need a doctor. And really, like, I originally thought, like, computer hackers or something like that, but the power grid's going to go down eventually, so you don't really need that. I mean, like I said, I would definitely have somebody military. I would actually bring con men, because you're going to need somebody who knows how to steal. Because, I mean, you're just going to have to steal from people. It is what it is. But anyway, second thing, what type of weaponry would you bring? And remember, like, realistically, it's what you can carry, basically.
Well, I'd probably have 3, maybe 4, depending on the guns. But probably we'll discuss 3. The main 3 guns. I would probably have to bring the G18. I would need a sidearm that, if I needed to, could eliminate a lot in a short amount of time.
Agreeable.
So if I ran into zombies, I would have that G18 fully automatic pistol. Not too much on the accuracy, but if it comes down to being
But if you're using it as a spray and pray type gun, you're not looking for dead accurate.
Yeah, you're not looking for that, so it would definitely do the trick. Second, I would have to bring a sawed-off shotgun of any sort. Wouldn't really matter on what kind, what gauge. It would just have to be a sawed-off shotgun.
For compactability.
Yes.
Understandable.
You would want, that backup weapon in case it got close.
You need an extreme close quarter gun.
Yeah, extreme close quarter.
Something that'll cause like heavy devastation. And you could even get classy with it, like in Resident Evil, where she shoved quarters down inside the shotgun shells.
Yeah.
I mean, you could really... I mean, think about the pirates in the old days with, like, the blunderbusses. They would just, like, shove nails and shit in there, and shrapnel works.
The only exception to the rule is it has to be at least a pump-action shotgun.
Yeah. I mean... It
has to be an...
And that's... I'd prefer something.
I want it to hold at least 6 shells in case, those extreme measures.
Yeah, because 2 rounds isn't going to get you very far.
Yeah. Earlier, me and my buddy here... Crisis Nehemiah, okay, we discussed that I was probably going to take the AK, but I've changed my mind. I'd probably take
Probably because I talked some sense into you about it.
Possibly, but, I'm going to go with the M14. It's...
You mean the M14 or the M4?
The M14. Okay, it is a long-range rifle. You can put a scope on it. It has great accuracy. It doesn't shoot that high of a round, but it's enough to destroy. And during the zombie apocalypse, there are going to be other people with weapons trying to survive. So you're going to have to possibly take down them along with zombies.
It's going to be the situation of the humans are more deadly than the zombies.
Yes, and you're going to have bulletproof vests on other people. I mean, what if a zombie becomes like the SWAT team? Turn into zombies.
Very good point.
You might have to take,
You're going to want someone who's going to punch through body armor.
Yeah, you need something a little bit stronger. So I'd take that. It's not a very difficult round to get a hold of, and you can use it as semi-close range, but also take those long shots and accurate stood-up point.
Okay, I'm going to agree with you. The fact you need a sidearm, but I disagree with you on what type of weapon we have. But again, it's all in personal preference. I would take like a Glock 40 because they have a 30-round clip. And, I mean, it's a 40 caliber round, super devastating. I mean, I can line up 4 or 5 zombies in a row and get headshots with them. My main, I guess you would call primary gun, I understand where you're coming out with like the M4 or the M14. I would go with the AR-15 though, I mean, it's pretty much the same gun, but an AR-15 I would go with because everybody has them. You can go to any sports store and find a Bushmaster 223 on the shelf. If a part on your gun breaks, you can go anywhere and find a new part for it. You can
you can always pick up another weapon.
Well, yeah, I mean,
but in the start game, what would we start with?
Well, I mean, ideally, I would start, with like the biggest, baddest weapons I could get. But however, you have to think of it more realistically. What could you actually get your hands on? My third gun, I would probably pick some type of scoped rifle, just because. If I'm up on a roof somewhere and, I see a horde of them coming, I can just pick them off all day long like I'm playing, skeet shoot or something and end it that way. But, okay, we're starting to run out of time here, guys, so basically what we're going to do is we're just going to go in straight with our end game strategy type thing. What's your end game? What's the I survived the apocalypse story?
I have two. If I could get my hands on a plane, preferably a boat plane, one that you can fly on.
We've discussed this. It's called a hovercraft.
A hovercraft of some sort. But if I could get my hands on a plane, possibly Cuba. I foresee myself ending in Cuba, staking it out, waiting for at least the zombies to die off to come back. Second one, definitely Amsterdam. I would probably shoot everybody in Amsterdam.
And just get high.
And just live by myself there and shoot anything on sight. See, only because it is in the middle of nowhere. You don't have to worry about zombies coming back to you once you got rid of them. I mean...
That's a good point. My endgame strategy, I kind of gave a little bit of away here when I said I wanted military personnel. I would just get like a big-ass yacht that has like a helipad on it. Because think about it, if you can get somebody who can fly a chopper, you can get back onto land. You can land that chopper on top of a building, get into the building, get your supplies, get back onto your chopper, and get out of there. And I mean, you're in the water. You can go pretty much anywhere at that point because you're not really limited to too much. I mean, every ocean in the world connects.
But you're going to run out of zombies eventually.
Right, and that's the thing. Like, I'd rather be they say the zombie apocalypse will only last like 2 years anyway. But I figure
max 5.
But if I could get away from them, that's more preferable. But that's about all the time we have here, guys. Go ahead, put your comments down there below, and we'll see you next time. I'm Crisis Diamago.
This is Dr. 420 Elite.
And I'll see you later.